Achisomi point. Almost everyone lies awake at night staring at the ceiling, thinking about money. Not luxury, not yachts, just survival bills. Repairs? Emergencies. That silent fear of what if something goes wrong tomorrow quietly eats away at your peace. And here's the truth. Most people don't need millions to escape this cycle. There's a surprisingly small number that completely changes how you experience life. Most people believe financial freedom begins with huge salaries, lucky investments, or overnight success. But real financial peace starts much earlier. Long before six figures, long before luxury. It begins the moment your savings become stronger than your fear. And for millions of people, that moment happens at one simple milestone: your first $10,000 saved. This number isn't magical. It's psychological. It creates a safety buffer between you and chaos. It turns emergencies into inconveniences. It transforms panic into calm. And it quietly changes the way your brain thinks about risk, opportunity, and time. Once you reach it, your entire financial reality shifts, even if nothing changes on the outside. Without savings, every small problem feels enormous. A broken phone becomes a crisis. A medical bill becomes a disaster. A slow month at work becomes a nightmare. Your brain stays locked in survival mode, constantly scanning for danger. And when you're stuck there, long-term thinking becomes almost impossible. But when you finally build a financial cushion, something remarkable happens. Your nervous system relaxes. Your breathing slows. Your decisions improve. Instead of reacting emotionally, you begin responding strategically, and that mental shift often becomes more valuable than the money itself. This is why the first $10,000 is life-changing, not because it buys luxury, but because it buys control. Control over your time. Control over your choices. Control over your future. It gives you breathing room, and breathing room gives you clarity. Think about the last unexpected expense you faced. Maybe your car needed repairs. Maybe your laptop died. Maybe a medical bill appeared out of nowhere. Did your stomach drop? Did your heart start racing? That stress response isn't weakness. It's biology. Your body knows financial danger, threatens survival. Now imagine facing the same situation with $10,000 quietly sitting in your account. The problem doesn't disappear, but the fear does. Instead of panic, you feel mild annoyance. Instead of desperation, you feel control. That difference reshapes your daily experience more than most people realize. When financial stress fades, mental energy returns. You think clearer. You sleep deeper. You communicate better. You become more patient. Money problems quietly steal focus, joy, and creativity. Removing that pressure unlocks mental space you didn't even know you had. But the real magic of $10,000 isn't what you buy. It's what you become. You stop thinking like someone barely surviving. You start thinking like someone building. You begin planning years ahead, not days. And that long-term mindset quietly separates those who struggle from those who grow. After your first $10,000, the biggest change isn't visible. It's internal. You stop seeing yourself as someone who tries to save money and start seeing yourself as someone who simply does. That identity shift rewires your decisions. You don't debate every purchase anymore. You instinctively protect your future self. And once that identity forms, it becomes very hard to lose. Without savings, risk feels terrifying. One wrong move could destroy everything. But with $10,000 behind you, risk becomes strategic. You don't gamble, you calculate. You're more willing to invest in skills, education, or opportunities because failure no longer equals disaster. The safety net doesn't make you reckless. It makes you rational. This is why people with savings often grow faster in their careers. They ask for raises. They negotiate harder. They leave toxic environments sooner, not because they're brave, but because they're not desperate. Financial security quietly removes fear from professional decisions, and fear is the biggest career killer there is. Another invisible shift happens in how you think about time. You stop thinking in weeks and start thinking in years. You care less about quick wins and more about sustainable progress. You finally understand that compounding rewards patience, not urgency. And that realization quietly puts you ahead of most people. Before savings, every small purchase drains mental energy. Generic or brand, cookie or order, buy now or wait. These micro decisions exhaust you. But with $10,000 saved, most of them disappear. You choose based on preference, not panic, and the mental relief is enormous. People underestimate how deeply money stress affects health. Poor sleep, constant tension, irritability. Studies show that people with emergency funds sleep better and experience lower cortisol levels. When your finances stabilize, your body finally relaxes, and that alone improves your quality of life dramatically. Money stress also changes how you interact socially. You avoid invitations. You feel embarrassed. You compare yourself, but with savings, that tension fades. You're more present, less anxious, more confident, and that confidence quietly improves relationships, communication, and even attraction. $10,000 doesn't just protect you from problems, it unlocks opportunities, courses, certifications, relocation, side projects. Without savings, options are the true currency of freedom. Perhaps the most powerful effect is proof that you can set a financial goal and reach it. That confidence spills into everything. You stop doubting yourself. You aim higher. You trust your discipline, and momentum builds naturally from there. Your first $10,000 won't make you riche, but it will make you free from fear. And that freedom changes everything. Start small. Stay consistent. Become the person who saves. If this video shifted your mindset even slightly, subscribe. The quiet path always wins.